We've all been there. Rent due, unexpected bill pops up, and suddenly you're staring down an empty bank account until payday. But fear not, fellow financially challenged friends. There are options to avoid those pesky overdraft fees. Today, we're diving deep into floatme, an app that promises to be your financial BFF by offering instant cash advances. But before you hit download, let's break down the big question. Can you even use floatme? Floatme might sound like a magic money machine, but there are some key things to consider to see if you qualify for their magic touch. Requirement round 1. New age adulthood. First things first, you gotta be at least 18 years old. This might seem obvious, but hey, gotta cover our bases. Requirement round 2. Stepping into the digital age. Next, you'll need a smartphone with a valid US phone number and email address. floatme operates entirely through their app, so a smartphone is essential. Requirement round 3. Bank account bonanza. This is where things get a little more specific. You'll need an active checking account with a debit card linked to it. floatme uses this to send you money and collect repayments. Requirement round 4. Payday parade. Now, here's where floatme gets interesting. Unlike traditional loans, they don't do credit checks. That's right, no dinging your credit score. But there's a catch. floatme focuses on people with steady income. They look for folks who are W-2 employees, meaning you receive a regular paycheck from a traditional employer. Self-employed individuals and contractors are currently out of luck. Requirement round 5. Direct deposit detectives. Speaking of paychecks, floatme needs to see evidence of your income. They specifically look for direct deposits hitting your checking account. Income from side hustles or sources like PayPal or Venmo won't count here. floatme typically wants to see at least 3 consecutive direct deposits to get a feel for your financial rhythm. Requirement round 6. Minimum money matters. There's also a minimum income requirement. While the exact amount isn't publicly available, some sources suggest needing at least $200 per paycheck to qualify. Bonus round. Building trust. Finally, floatme considers your overall banking history. While they don't do a hard credit check, they might look at your past transaction history within your connected bank account. This helps them assess your financial responsibility and determine if you're likely to repay the advance responsibly. So, you don't qualify? No worries. If floatme isn't the right fit for you, don't despair. There are other cash advance apps and services out there. Each might have different requirements, so it's worth exploring your options. Remember, financial tools are meant to be helpful, but use them responsibly. Cash advances can be a lifesaver in a pinch, but they're not a free pass on budgeting. Make sure you can comfortably repay the advance before you take it out. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, stay financially informed.